What's up, everyone? With the global inflation trends, we've all noticed how prices just seem to keep going up. So today, I'm diving into 10 methods I've been using to counteract that and save some serious cash. So hit that subscribe button and keep watching. The barter system. It feels like a throwback to ancient times, doesn't it? But guess what? It's making a comeback in a big way, especially amidst rising inflation rates. For those who might be unfamiliar with it, bartering is essentially the exchange of goods or services without the use of money. It's one of the oldest forms of transaction in history. I've always had a knack for graphic design. Not too long ago, a friend of mine, who bakes the most delicious homemade bread, was in need of a logo for her new bakery business. Instead of diving into our wallets, we decided on a trade. I designed a logo for her, and in return, I received a month's supply of freshly baked bread. Yum! And that's the beauty of bartering. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Both parties get something they value without the exchange of cash. It's simple, effective, and honestly quite fun. It feels like we're bypassing the system in a quirky, old-school way. The key here is to get creative and think outside the box. Identify your skills or assets and consider how they might be of value to others. Think about a unique skill or talent you possess. How could you potentially barter it? What would you want in exchange? Dive into the comments and let's get a conversation started. Imagine the endless possibilities we could uncover together. With the ongoing financial crunch, who knows? The barter system might just become our new normal. Okay, let's talk about a shopping strategy I've been leaning into more and more these days: buying in bulk. I know it might seem odd at first. Why would I buy more when I'm trying to save money? You might be wondering. First, let's get something straight. When I say buying in bulk, I'm not suggesting you go out and buy 100 rolls of toilet paper or 50 jars of peanut butter. What I mean is strategically purchasing items that you know you'll use often, especially when they're on sale or available at a discount in larger quantities. For instance, consider items like rice, pasta, canned goods, or even household products like laundry detergent. By buying these in larger quantities, the cost per unit often drops significantly. So, while the initial outlay might seem higher, the long-term savings can be substantial. It's all about playing the long game. Now let's dive into a topic that has truly transformed my household routine: DIY cleaning supplies. Yeah, I've traded those fancy, store-bought cleaners for simple, homemade concoctions, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. Did you know that vinegar, for example, is a fantastic natural disinfectant? Its acidic nature can tackle germs, mold, and bacteria. And baking soda? Oh, it's the unsung hero of cleaning. From deodorizing to scrubbing away stubborn stains, this humble kitchen staple has your back. But it's not just about the cleaning prowess of these ingredients. One major advantage is the cost. I was shocked when I did the math. By making my own cleaning supplies, I've cut down my expenses by more than half. That's some serious savings, especially over a year. Now let's talk about the rapid pace of tech upgrades and the tug of war between wanting the latest gadgets and being financially responsible. Every year, like clockwork, we're dazzled by flashy announcements of the newest smartphones, sleeker laptops, and other must-have gadgets. And I'll be the first to admit it. I've been swept up in the excitement more than once. But recently, I've been doing a bit of introspection, especially in this era of rising costs. First off, let's talk money. Upgrading our devices every year or even every couple of years can be a hefty financial commitment. A report I read recently highlighted that, on average, individuals could save thousands over a decade by merely extending the life of their gadgets by an additional year or two. That's a significant chunk of change. I've adopted a new mantra: upgrade when necessary, not when tempted. It's a small shift in mindset, but it's made a world of difference. I've been channeling my inner tech wizard by maximizing the efficiency of my current devices. Simple things like regular software updates, cleaning up storage, and even replacing a battery can give our gadgets a new lease on life. There's a timeless saying: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And in the world of tech, this couldn't be truer. Why ditch a perfectly good device just because something shinier comes along? So now let's discuss the little hobby I've picked up that not only brings joy, but also helps the pocketbook: growing my own food. I began this journey with a humble herb garden on my windowsill. Basil, mint, rosemary. And let me tell you, there's an indescribable satisfaction in plucking fresh herbs and tossing them into your dishes. The flavor? Oh, it's next level. Now you might be thinking, how much can I really save by growing a couple of herbs? Well, a study I came across recently showcased that over time, consistently growing even a small portion of your own food can result in substantial savings. Think about those trips to the grocery store where you grab a bunch of herbs, only to use a fraction and watch the rest wilt away. Those costs add up. So if you've never tried your hand at gardening before, maybe start with a potted plant or two. Trust me, once you taste the fruits or herbs of your labor, there's no going back. And hey, if this little gardening tip has sparked some inspiration, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let's keep the green vibes rolling. Let's dive into a topic that's close to my heart and honestly should be on everyone's radar: the shift from disposable to reusable. In today's fast-paced world, the convenience of disposable items is undeniable. But have we ever paused to consider the long-term implications, both for our wallets and our planet? I recently sat down and did a little audit of my expenses. I was astonished at how much I was spending yearly on items like disposable napkins, batteries, coffee cups, and water bottles. It was a wake-up call. Investing in reusable alternatives like cloth napkins or rechargeable batteries might seem a bit pricey upfront, but the long-term savings are significant. A study I stumbled upon highlighted that an average household can save up to a few $100s annually by making this shift. That's a decent vacation fund right there. But here's the silver lining. The global shift towards sustainability is gaining momentum. More and more people are championing the cause of reusables. Cloth bags, stainless steel straws, refillable water bottles. These have become the symbols of a generation committed to change. Bookworms, gather round because this one's for us. Now, as much as I adore the feeling of walking into a bookstore, inhaling that fresh book scent, and leaving with a stack of new reads, I've made a conscious pivot lately, choosing the library over the bookstore. Here's why. Books, especially new releases, can put quite a dent in your wallet. I took a moment to review my expenses from last year and realized that a significant chunk was spent on books alone. It was a tad shocking. But then, a light bulb went off. The library. That treasure trove of books just waiting to be read and for free. Now, some might argue, but I love owning books. Trust me, I get it. There's a joy in having a personal library. But considering the current economic scenario, it's been a smart choice for me to borrow rather than buy. And the benefits of libraries don't stop at physical books. With the digital age in full swing, many libraries have embraced the future. They now offer digital rentals of ebooks and audiobooks. So, for all you tech-savvy readers, there's a wealth of literature available at your fingertips without the price tag. Subscriptions, they're like those sneaky little ninjas that quietly eat away at our bank accounts each month. From streaming services to fitness apps, monthly beauty boxes to premium news sites, the subscription economy has truly exploded in recent years. And while they offer convenience and a world of content at our fingertips, it's so easy to lose track. Recently, on a quiet Sunday afternoon, I embarked on what I like to call my subscription audit. I sat down with a cup of coffee, pulled up my bank statements, and took a deep dive into the world of recurring charges. Let's just say the results were eye-opening. I found subscriptions I'd completely forgotten about, services I rarely used, and some I didn't even recognize. When I tallied up the costs, it was staggering to see how much I was spending without even realizing it. I decided it was time for a change. I evaluated each subscription based on its utility and value to me. After a ruthless culling session, I was left with only those that genuinely added value to my life. And just like that, I'd saved myself a neat sum, which I'm now redirecting to more meaningful experiences and investments. So here's a challenge to all of you. When was the last time you audited your subscriptions? Are there any you can do without? I bet if you take a closer look, you'll find some surprising savings opportunities. Next, second-hand shopping. Now, I know some folks might have reservations about buying pre-loved items, but hear me out. There's a whole world of benefits and hidden gems out there just waiting to be discovered. Firstly, from a purely financial perspective, the savings are undeniable. I've snagged designer items at a fraction of their retail price, found unique vintage pieces that no one else has, and furnished parts of my home with items that look brand new but come with a delightfully discounted price tag. With the cost of living on the rise, second-hand shopping has been a lifesaver for my budget. A saying I've grown fond of is, "Old is gold." And in the world of thrift shopping, this couldn't be more true. Each item has a story, a history. There's a charm in that, a character that brand new items often lack. Plus, the thrill of the hunt, it's exhilarating. Walking into a thrift store is like embarking on a mini adventure. You never know what you'll find, and the anticipation is half the fun. Have you ever heard of group buying? It's all about harnessing the power of collective purchasing, and trust me, the results can be pretty sweet. Here's how it works. A while back, my friends and I realized that we were often eyeing the same products or services. Instead of each of us buying individually, we thought, why not pool our resources and buy as a group? The result? We unlocked some fantastic bulk or wholesale discounts that individual buyers typically wouldn't get access to. Think about it. Retailers often offer discounts for larger quantities because it's beneficial for them too. They can move more product and streamline their sales. By coming together as a group, we've managed to tap into these deals and make our money stretch further. A quick tip if you're keen to try this out: communication is key. Ensure everyone's on the same page regarding what's being bought, how much is being spent, and how the products will be distributed. Remember, it's all about being innovative, resourceful, and thinking outside the box. If you've got your own money-saving tips, please share them in the comments below. We're all in this together, and every little bit helps. And hey, if you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this. Let's tackle these challenges as a community.